Yo, what's happening? It's your boy SB. Hit that like and subscribe one time. Show a gamer some love and tap in with your OG, the original gamer. What's happening, good people? It's SB Gaming coming to you live. Yeah. Coming to you live with another one like the other one. Well, let's go. So, we got some hot fixes in the metaverse. We got some hot fixes in the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? Let's share my screen real quick. So, Undisputed, few days after releasing their 1.3 patch, they released the 1.3.1 hotfix patch. So let's go. Let's see. So this patch is a hotfix. It's purely focused on fixing major issues introduced in the last update. Bugs fixed below. Fix issue with punches. Fix issue where punches wouldn't be blocked if the block button was pressed after the punch animation starts. Fixed an issue where punches wouldn't be blocked if the block button is pressed after the punch animation starts. Okay, yeah. So I did kind of notice that from the 1.3. It just seemed like I'm blocking, but I'm not blocking. So, you know, that's cool because I heard, when they did the whole new block patch, that, you know, it was supposed to be more realistic. You know, you weren't supposed to be able to hold on your block, but it seemed like when I would try to catch the punches, they wasn't catching, so I was getting cracked a little bit. Number 2, fix an issue where punches and blocking would lock up when feinting a punch. Okay, whatever. I never use the feint animation. Whatever. To each his own. Definitely wouldn't throw. There's a couple ways to do feints, right? You could actually do an arm movement type of animation, or the way I do feints, I usually do head movement, right? And I kind of leave the arm feinting alone. It's not my thing. I don't want to be hitting extra buttons or depending on hitting a button to throw some type of feint, because when I need to actually use the button, I want to make sure the button is pressed for what I need it to do, and that's to throw a punch. So shouts out to all y'all out there using the feint. But SB, I'm coming with the straight. Ain't no feint. I'm coming all punch edition. Then number 3, fix an issue where slips and dodges would move in the wrong direction. I'm not the one to hit the bumper and then do the little duck weave and all that type of stuff. Sometimes it's cool. I did notice when I hit the flick and I'm looking to slip, I did notice it was a little off. And I also did notice it seemed like from the last patch, like if someone was moving up and I go to track them, like my footing was off and I would literally move in the opposite direction. So I don't know if that has been addressed, or if people, out there on YouTube doing reviews and stuff, if they even had mentioned that, but I did notice there was something off about tracking my opponent when they're moving and I'm like coming forward. I did notice something was off because I've been pretty good at being able to stick to people like glue. So I did notice that. But yeah, that's looks like that's what they fixed. It was a really quick patch. So without further ado, I ain't even gonna fight rank right now. I'm trash. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trash right now. I took about a month and a half off after their last update just because, man, I lost like 20 fights in a row from the quitting glitch and then that damn 8th round bullshit. I lost a lot of matches, so I want to, I just quit playing for a month and a half. I was making content every day. I quit making content. So, I'm happy with the new patches. At least they're trying and they're coming with, they're listening to the people and addressing all the issues. As a Fight Night OG, the original gamer, you had to have been there from the initial pre-release they did like around Christmas before they actually released the game, and then all the patches that we went through. Like there was a lot of patches that we went through on Fight Night to kind of get it eventually dialed in. And I know there were a few times on Fight Night where, they would release patches or something and then it just be like bullshit. And I'd be like, man, fuck that. I'm not playing for a minute. And then, over time, things got better.
As expected, not a ticket left, ladies and gentlemen. We are sold out at the
So I'm going to just bring y'all a quick match.
And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for
do
our
a quick
tale
match,
to
just give y'all a little insight
Connor
to what
Baird,
I'm
146 pounds
give y'all a little
button.
insight to
He
what
stands
I'm
5 foot 8
feeling.
inches tall with a reach just over 68 inches. And standing across the ring
As
from
far
him
as
in the flesh,
these
Terrence
new
Bud
updates,
Crawford,
I did
5
like
foot 7
the
inches tall,
1.3.
tipping the scales at
It seemed a
140
lot. Oh my
pounds,
God,
bang
it
on,
was a lot
with a reach of
smoother.
47 inches.
Remember, there's a
But I did notice a few things like about the punches and the movement, So let's get into it. SB Gaming, hit that like, hit that subscribe one time. Show a gamer some love. You know what I'm saying? If you're liking this content, if you've been tapped in, tuned in, share, like these videos. You know what I'm saying? Help a OG get in the algorithm.
Every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge.
Todd, fighting inside the theater makes it compact. You can hear the fans, you can hear the breathing, the pressure's on. It's intense.
This is gonna be a quick match. I'm not trying to do a whole hour-long stream. Okay.
Caught him with a left hook. And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation.
Okay, it's a little crispier. Punches seem the punches seem pretty crispy. I'm liking it. Let me see if I can stick to this guy. He's not really moving. Okay. Yeah, because I was having a lot of trouble cutting off the ring. with the 1.3.
Fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
I'm kind of settled in a little bit.
Just a moment.
This guy, he's spamming body. He's a body spammer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Nice round. He got off on me early in the round. I don't know if that was enough to sustain him to win that round, because I got mine off too. So that one could have went either direction.
How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp.
All right.
Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again.
Nice.
Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And a big shot rattles his cage. Conor Ben right now. Will he go down? Down goes
Nice.
Ben. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
Man, I really like the replays. that remind me of Fight Night a little bit right there. Oh, look, he quit. He didn't like that. What a goofy. So hey, there you go. That's my that's my review. A little bit shorter than I wanted, but hey, that'll keep y'all tuned in instead of having to watch a super long video. You watch a nice short one. My punching, it seemed way crispier. From my last video, it seemed like my punches weren't getting off right. It seemed like my block wasn't working right. I was getting cracked when I knew I was blocking and catching stuff. Took me just a half a round to kind of adjust and get my controls and all that stuff right. But yeah, I'm liking this 1.31 update. Fix some noticeable things. The gameplay with the new patches are better. Way more improved from the 1.2 I think 3 or 4 or whatever the last update they did was. But yeah, it's good stuff. Shouts out to the Undisputed community. Shouts out to the boxing community. Shouts out to all the streamers out there, everyone making this content. Everyone that got their input and, the content creators out here, man. We're in our own lane. We're in our own space. We're keeping it groovy. You know what I'm saying? Everything we out here doing is getting back to the developers, man. They're listening, they're making adjustments. I would love to see more fighters in the game, but hey, we got a pretty decent amount of boxers in the game already, whether they well-known or no names or up-and-comers or what. We got boxers, you know what I'm saying? And you don't necessarily have to pick Sugar Ray Robinson or Muhammad Ali, the #1 ranked fighter from that division, in order to win fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many people in Fight Night really would pick a bum and go up against Mike Tyson, right? It wasn't happening. A lot of people did mirror matches and all that, but I could take a Jaime Munguia and whoop Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I could whoop Bud and Sugar Ray Leonard and Sugar Ray Robinson and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's a good simulator, in my opinion. But yeah, shouts out to the people. Like I said, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe one time, show a gamer some love, tap in with your OG, the original gamer, and I'm out.